on now, the rise of mobile and digital technology in Africa has undoubtedly unlocked a wave of new opportunities and platforms for innovation on the continent. Now today, homegrown digital and mobile solutions are seen as a key solution to economic growth. Some even say the industry has been the catalyst to Africa's fourth industrial revolution. Now this month, the firm GSMA will launch the Mobile 360 event in Kigali, where we'll see over 1,000 private and public sector African stakeholders discussing the future of mobile and digital tech. Well, earlier I sat down with Akinwale Goodluck. He's the sub-Saharan Africa head at GSMA for his take on the sector.
There are two categories of people when we talk about those who are not connected. There are those who are covered but are not connected, and there are those who are not covered at all. When you look at those who are covered and are not connected, then what are the issues? Issues are typically around affordability, digital literacy, and local and relevant content. The voice coverage across sub-Saharan Africa, I say, is fairly done. Where we need to put a lot more effort now is the mobile internet adoption, the mobile broadband adoption. For those who are not covered at all, the question is a very simple question. It's a matter of infrastructure economics, and this is going to require MNOs and the government working together to find ways to reduce the cost of rollout, because in areas that are not covered today, very often it costs a lot more to roll out in those places, and they also have very, very low purchasing power in those places. So a combination of MNOs and government, good policy, good regulatory policy will help to bridge that gap.
Now, realistically, what direction do you see the sector heading? Are we going to see more public and private partnerships, or a sector more geared towards the private sector and smaller scale products and services?
To predict what's going to happen in this industry, you need a crystal ball. But realistically, I think that we will continue to see a lot of growth. We will continue to see more private sector investment. We will continue to see greater adoption of mobile internet. Already we can see that smartphones the prices are coming down, so it's encouraging take-up. In sub-Saharan Africa, we expect that over the next 2-3 years, we will see in excess of 300 million new smartphone connections in our markets. So I think that when you look at all these things, it sort of gives you an idea where the market will go. It'll be a market driven by growth, a market driven by innovation, a market driven by mobile internet adoption, and a market driven by young people.
Now, your event, Mobile 360, is bringing together both public and private stakeholders to engage on these issues. What are some of the most pressing issues you would like to see addressed at this event?
There are several objectives, but I think that one that readily comes to mind is to stimulate conversation and debate in terms of how we can use P2G to stimulate government revenues. Is to see how we can use business to government to again stimulate government revenue, increase the tax base, increase the collection, take out the revenue leakage, and generally help government build its revenue profile. So this is one big outcome that we are looking forward to at M360.